G'day gamers, VaderG here, welcome back. Got booted off the test server just before. Come back in and they've actually removed the Netmarble. Basically shows he doesn't even have a uniform anymore, as you can see here. And the same for Magic as well, they've removed that uniform. So what we'll do, maybe they're going to be released in another update, I'm not sure. But either way, they were there. Even though we couldn't actually get into those uniforms properly, we could still see the skills. And now clearly they're not there. I'm sorry about all the clicking noise in the background. That's just a mouse that I've got. But just showing you guys that they've disappeared from the test build at this point in time. So what we'll do is we'll have a look we'll have a little bit of a look at Cyclops, I think. We'll have a look at some skills for Cyclops, Scotty, and see how he looks and compares to his current uniform, his Marvel Now uniform, which is the latest uniform. Okay, so here we go. He's Phoenix 5. Now, obviously, the biggest change is he's covered in fire. That's a pretty cool change. Another change is obviously he is villain now. Now, what we'll do is we'll actually go into the skills and have a bit of a look. If we have a look at his passive skill, it is now it's okay. So ignores target, spit it out. Ignores the dodge rate by 50%. Now it used to be increases skill damage by 18%. Now that's 22%. And it used to be increases bonus damage by 25%, which has remained absolutely unchanged. We go into the first skill. And the main difference here is that we've got burn damage as well as the energy attack. Okay, skill number 2. Obviously, we've got a burn damage, but we've also got guard against 5 hits. That never used to be there. And there's also a stun on that skill. So all around, he's looking a fair bit better just at the few skills that we've actually looked at here. His third skill, laser point strike, is relatively unchanged. 100% chance to penetrate with super. Yep, so that's all exactly the same, except he now also has a bind for 2 seconds, decreases all speed by 25%, which never used to be on that skill, and obviously the burn damage as well. So it looks like he's got a pretty massive buff with this uniform. So we look at his passive. His passive now applies to all allies 30% increase of energy attack. That used to be 15% increase of energy attack. That's an insane boost. So it's 15% right off the bat, right? Forget any tier 3 skill or anything like that. That's a huge increase. Okay, optic blast. Okay, pretty much remains unchanged from a skill description point of view, except it obviously has burn damage now. Okay, so we go to the 5th skill. And now it's got, okay, so before it had 100% chance immunity to all damage, and then energy attack. So now we've got decreases fire resist by 10%, which is obviously massive, considering that's what he does to enemies. And then applies to self 20% recovery of max HP, which is pretty epic. 100% chance of immunity to all damage for 5 seconds. So his survivability is off the radar. And yeah, so he's really got a real buff through this uniform. We'll have a look at his leadership. It's the same as what it was before. 35% increase of all attacks, 25% decrease of all defenses. Now what we'll do is just roll through to his tier 3 skill description here. And we've got bind for 3 seconds, decreases fire resist by 20%, 50% burn damage every 1 second, increase all speeds by 25% for 3 seconds, which is kind of useless. Oh, no, actually, that applies to enemies. So that's not useless. Sorry about that. I thought that was applying to himself. So decreases fire resist 20%, deals 50% burn damage, and decreases all speed. So that's to the enemies, right? Applies to self, increases guaranteed crit rate by 35%, which is pretty awesome. Has an invincible period there. It's got a 100% chance to penetrate on his tier 3, which is really nice. Increases damage by 90% for 1 attack. Fire damage. So it doesn't have any increased damage accumulation or anything like that we do see on some of the other tier 3 skills. Having said that, I think with the decreases, the fire resist to the beast or to other enemies, it's going to be a pretty potent type skill anyway. So let's jump into skill preview and actually see what this is all about. Let's see what he looks like. Now, I'm hoping it doesn't lag as much this time. All right, so we're going to start off with, I'm going to turn the AI on. I want these guys to actually attack me. So I'll just give them a little bit of a touch up with the 5 skill here. And that's a pretty cool skill. Look at the AoE on that skill. That's pretty amazing. 204 hits. It's not the steady kind of stream of stuff, but it obviously disables them for a period of time. It's not the steady stream that it used to be. Let's have a look at his 4 skill here. Yeah, that's pretty awesome too. 71 hits on that mob. Go back to the 5 skill. That's pretty impressive. 204 hits on that skill there. Okay, so the 2 skills is a bit of a dash and then a bit of a blast out in cone type of formation there. His first skill, a little bit of martial arts popping in there with a little bit of burning off his uniform. So he sets him on fire with his uniform, bit of a fly kick to the head. Always a bit of fun, bit of a nice party trick that. Okay, his 3rd skill is a huge iframe and sort of strafing those mobs with like fire damage. That looks pretty cool, and it would certainly be very good for any evasion type thing. It also looks like it would be pretty decent, potentially, if it can be cancelled. Let's see if it can. Maybe I tried to cancel it too soon there. Getting a little bit of lag back in here. Yeah, look, maybe it can be triggered, or maybe force cancel 5. I don't know. No, for me, things never perform in skill preview as they do in game. Anyhow, here's the main event, right? His 6th skill, his tier 3 skill. Let's see if we can collect all mobs. Go for a bit of a run. Come over here, boys. Come on, follow me, you punks. Just going to run into that corner as if I'm really special, and then come back, and let's see how many hits it does. Yeah, 500 hits. People were complaining it was only doing 40 hits. I would say 500 is actually not bad. I'd be pretty happy with that. And it's got that 90% increase to attack on it as well. Obviously, we'll have to see how he goes. But to me, he looks like he's going to be, number one, he's going to be a hell of a lot of fun compared to Magneto. In Alliance battle, he's going to be shitloads more fun than Magneto. So this is pretty well an automatic buy for me, this uniform. I would say with the uniform buffs, like with that increased energy attack, just with his additional skill effects, I would say he's going to be a must-have. I can't see how he's not going to be a must-have, and if he doesn't sort of hit that sort of 3 million mark, I'll be extremely surprised. All right, let's jump out of here. That'll do me for this video, and I'll quickly upload this and go from there. But yeah, a bit weird that all of a sudden that Namor and Magic's uniform is it's not there. I don't know if anyone watched my earlier video, but I went to buy some CTPs, and guess what is in the CTP? Yeah, get away. No way. Maybe I should just try it. Well, hey, why not? I'll see if I can get one. Just because I love them so much. Come on. That's right, you piece of crap. You're never going to drop when I want one. It's going to be elusive. Maybe I can get a CTP of something else when I'm going for this heap of trash. Come on. Yeah, jeez. This really is just absolutely blatantly wasting crystals for absolutely zero reason besides the fact, hey, look at that. I got a CTP of energy ahead of an egg, even when the egg was amped. Well, of course, because it's not my account, right? I get to do it on some account that's not mine. All of a sudden I've inherited a VIP 19 account. That's the other pretty interesting thing about that. And what I'll do is actually, while I'm in here, I'll show you guys my inventory. I hope they haven't changed it because it's pretty damn good. If we sort of roll through, I mean, look at that. I mean, you never have enough CTP of refinement. Got a CTP of rage waiting there. Got some pretty decent stuff. That's probably the one that I just got. And we've got a couple of CTPs of energy there. Should be able to do a bit of testing with this over the next few days. Okay, got no ISO, but that should be right. And I've got a few cards here that are actually pretty good cards. I mean, I'd be happy to have cooldown. Got the Monsters Unleashed cards. Got a bit of a crappy roll on it. I wonder if we've got the other Monsters Unleashed card at all. No. But anyway, got some pretty good cards. Look at that. It's about perfect. I'm not sure. Quality 5. Perfect roll. Yeah. Tell you what, not too bad either. Seems to be missing a stat. What's going on with that? Is there something wrong with me, or has this card only got 5 stats instead of 6? Well, I won't be equipping that 5-stat premium card. What else have we got here? Yeah, we got plenty of material. I've got a Odin's Blessing in the inventory there. Plenty of books. Bit for tier 3, not that I'll need any of that stuff. And we've got a few biometrics there as well. All right, guys. Actually, I might have a look and see what cards are amped in the store while I'm here. Not that I need the cards, but I'll tell you what, that wouldn't be a bad one to actually get. All right, just let me try a few pulls for that particular card. Wow. Why do I get this luck when it's not my account? Okay, a few more. Come on, Monsters Unleashed. Monsters Unleashed Moon Girl. That's what we want. One more. No. Okay. All good. Thanks, guys. Bye.